Hi there, I'm Champion Trader Kevin Davey, and today I'm going to give you an algo entry that actually works. So let's get started. My promise for this video is to give you an entry that works in a bunch of different markets. Not every market, but I'll show you which ones it works with. And I'm not going to be giving any sales pitches here. I will tell you though, visit my YouTube channel. Got lots of great videos there. So I hope you subscribe and join me for more. Hit that notification alarm and then you'll be notified when new videos come out. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so let's first talk about simple strategy development, how most people create strategies. They take all their inputs, all their data, they throw it in the optimization engine, they select the best parameters, and they start trading. That's how the software is built in most major platforms. If you learn nothing else from this video, just don't do this. This is bad. Okay? Having millions or hundreds of millions of iterations, that's bad. Picking the best parameters, the best net profit, or the best whatever objective function you use to say what's best, taking the best one and trying to trade it live, bad. Don't do any of those things. Okay? Now, what I'm going to show you today, I use this process, which does include some optimization, but not like most people do. So let's talk about entries that work. You know, you've probably seen videos like this where they show you some magic entry. I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you something that is fully disclosed and that is verified, works on specific markets, because I tested it on all these markets. And it was a whole ton of tests. And it was a whole bunch of different entries that I went through. A lot of them failed, but I tested them and they seemed to work. Now I tested on 44 different futures markets, 4 different bar sizes. I did a 3-year test. I ran over 500,000 tests to do these and to get this entry. I used multi-walk software as my secret weapon. It works only with TradeStation. It's only available to my students. So if you're interested in this software, check out my class. That's as big of a sales pitch as I'm giving you in this video. All right, so let's talk about this entry. Not a fully developed strategy, and it can be a starting point for what you're doing. And again, I'm only looking at a part of my process here to give you these entries, because I just want to give you a sense that, hey, maybe this entry is good. So I'm just focusing on that one step, which is my limited feasibility testing. I also call it preliminary testing, and it's a modified version of that. So, and that's just for this video. Okay, so what is the entry? I call it a 2 momentums with a high-low confirmation entry. Here are the rules. Pretty simple. If the close is above momentum 1, so it's a certain length momentum, and the close is below momentum 2, so there's 2 conditions to it, and the low is less than the previous bar's low, then you buy. And vice versa for selling short. So if you think about what this is doing, it's actually trying to get a 1 momentum working where it's going in that direction. It's a pullback from that second momentum, and it's also a pullback on that last bar because the low is less than the previous low. So here's an example, some trades, kind of hard to see here, but take this first buy, for example. You can see the momentum, the 1 momentum, which is in the purple, is up. It's a 10-bar momentum. The second momentum is the blue one. It's a 25-bar momentum. That one's down. It's below 0. And you can see before the signal bar, right on the signal bar, the low of that signal bar is lower than the previous bar. So that turns out to be normally a good time to buy. On this particular trade, yeah, it went in your direction, but then before it reversed, it went negative. But the red line signifies a losing trade. You can see some other trades were profitable. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of the 5 trades were profitable here, but that's just one snapshot in time. I need to see a lot more data to say, hey, this is good, or hey, this is bad. But that gives you an idea what it does. So there's 2 inputs that you can optimize. I call them input var 3 and input var 1. And here's the EasyLanguage code for it. If the close is greater than the close of input var 1 bars ago, and the close is less than the close of the input var 3 bars ago, those are 2 momentums, and the low is less than the previous low, you buy, and everything is symmetric for selling short. Pretty simple. This is just a stop and reverse entry. There's no profit targets, there's no break-even stops or any other kind of stops. It's either long or short, and that allows me to test the entry itself and to see how that entry is working. Okay, so again, here is a zoomed up thing, and it's a little bit easier to see. So you focus on the signal bar, the bar before it buys, and you see this momentum is above 0. The second momentum is below 0. And here's a low, and the signal bar low is less than that. And so then it buys at the open. Let's look at a short trade. Now this one, you notice the blue bar is above 0 on the signal bar, and the pink, purple, I guess, bar is less than 0. Good. And on the signal bar, the high is above the previous high. So that's a good time to short. And this just enters at the next bar at market. And there you go. There's the short one. I don't know how this particular trade came out, but sure started out nice, but then it started to give some back. Okay. So with this, I tried different values of momentum length. I showed you the one with 10 and 25, but I tried different lengths because what I want to see is if I run all those combinations, 100 different cases, how many of those make money? That shows me robustness. It's a good robustness test. If only 1 or 2 or 5 show profit over that 3-year period, probably not a good strategy. But if 90, 95, or 100 show profit, that means that you can use a lot of different momentum values, and this strategy, this entry will still work. So it's kind of nice. And of course, that's just a starting test. You still have to do a lot more testing, but at least gives you an idea you might be dealing with something good. My theory is, why test something if you run a simple short test and it turns out bad? Why run it even anymore? You don't need to. So here are the results with the markets where it worked. I don't show markets it didn't work, but you can see, for example, with lean hogs and feeder cattle, both of those it worked in 3 different markets. Pretty neat. And then a lot of markets it only worked with one particular bar size. So these are minutes, different minute bar sizes across the top. Altogether it worked in 29 different markets, and it looked like the most passes were 360-minute or 60-minute bars, or 720, which is a 12-hour bar. All right, so more testing is required. There's just some of the tests that I run as part of my process. It's got to go through a lot before I accept it for trading. And you might say, well, do you really need to do all those tests? No, you don't. But when you do, and you do it the right way, you have a much better chance of success in real time. So remember, entries are important, but it's that whole process that's what really makes a difference. If you have a bad testing process, you're going to find lots of strategies that look good, but they're going to fall apart in real time. So just remember that. And again, this is the process I use. We only looked at a modified version of my limited testing for this video. You could do this yourself. You don't have to use the process I use. Here's what you do. You want to create a lot of strategies and have a lot of real-time performance to verify that whatever process you're using actually works. It's a lot of work. It's very difficult. I know, because this is what I did to create how I build strategies. But you can certainly do it too. Okay, so again, that's it for this video. Please visit my YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Hit that like button. I'm waiting. I didn't see you hit it. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. I'll keep making more videos. Have a great day. I'm Champion Trader Kevin Davey. And have fun algo trading.